to God, glory to God, glory to God. I'm gonna wait a few moments. Because God just dropped something in my spirit, just real quick. So I'm not gonna be on long. I just got a quick message, and I hope it blessed somebody. Okay, I hope it blessed somebody. So I just finished my prayer time with God, and I'm asking God some serious questions. I'm telling God, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go higher. I'm ready to continue to, receive revelation. Continuing to ask Him to, increase my discernment, increase my wisdom, all these different things that I'm praying and asking God for. And He said to me, what's blocking you? What's blocking you? Okay, what's blocking you? Who's blocking you? That's important, because many of us are thinking that we just haven't got there yet. We just not have gotten in the place where we are ready to receive God, or God is ready to speak to us, or whatever the case may be. But God simply asks, what's blocking you? Because I'm ready to give. I'm ready to give you everything that you are asking me for as it pertains to my kingdom. So what is blocking you? Is it something that you have interest in? TV, people, different social events, different social circles. Many of us have a certain something or a certain someone that is blocking us from going higher in God. That's blocking us from receiving that revelation that we've been asking for in prayer, from receiving that answer that God is ready to give us. And so he dropped it so quickly in my spirit. My arms are open. My righteous right hand is outstretched. What's blocking you? We have these day-to-day routines that we follow, sometimes to the letter. Sometimes we follow our routines more than we follow God. Sometimes our routines are so consistent, but we lack that consistency with God. Now, it's funny how you get up, you go to work, you know what time you have to be there, you know exactly what you need to do to get your job done. But it's not the same effort that we give God. It's not the same effort that we give when it's time to get in His Word. It's not the same effort that we give when He say, pray a little bit longer. You want me to answer you in 5 minutes. You want me to answer you in a quick prayer. You haven't even sat long enough. You haven't even listened to me long enough. You haven't listened for me long enough. So what's blocking you? Oh, I'm going to rush through this so I can get to my show. I'm going to rush through this because so-and-so just called me. You have to be able to turn the world off. You have to be able to turn your favorite things off. You have to be able to ignore that call. You have to be able to say, it's me and God right now. I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm trying to get something. God is always ready to give. He's always ready to give. And it's funny how we'll consistently look at God and say, well, God, I don't know why you haven't answered me yet. I don't know what I'm still waiting for. I don't know why I'm still waiting for this breakthrough, or why I'm still waiting on this blessing. Well, what's blocking you? What's blocking you? It's time to redo some things. It's time to reschedule and reprogram your life around God. Think about how many times you got a new job, right? And it wasn't like the job you had before. So the hours are different. The position might be different. The position might be the same, right? New company, new rules. You rearrange your whole life for that job. You rearrange your whole life to make sure that you're there on time, to make sure that you got what you need. What are you doing for God? What are you doing? What are you doing to put you in the posture and position that he needs you in to receive, to hear what it is that you've been asking? He said, ask and you shall receive. Knock and keep on knocking. Well, you're knocking, but you're not listening. You asking, but you have yet, you have yet to put yourself in the position that he wants you in. Many of us go to God and we want to tell God how we want it, and we expect him to do it because we know he can. He's the God of the impossible, right? So we like, well, I got it all planned out. I'm about to tell God exactly what I want. I'm about to tell him exactly how I need it. I'm gonna iron it out, right? I got it line by line, precept upon precept of what it is that I need from God. Yet, you have not changed anything to be in position to receive. So what's blocking you? Who's blocking you? Some people come to waste your time. Some people are there to put you in a place where you are unable to hear God. And then if you can hear him, you're not hearing him on the magnitude of which he wants you to hear him. Some people need so much from you, and that is the very thing that God needs from you. Now, whether or not these people know that is beyond me, right? But you have to know. You have to know, wait a minute, this person is wasting my time. I really could be in prayer with God. I really could be in my word. First of all, how can you expect God to speak if you don't know his word? You have to know the manner of which he is speaking to you, first and foremost. So if you got people that's just connected to you, that's pulling from you, that's drawing from you, yet you're trying to draw from God. They are the very ones who don't even want to hear what you got going on, don't even want to pray with you, have no words of encouragement, no wisdom for you. Yet you've given them that time. And then you got this little bit of time. You got this little bit of time that you're giving God. But we've got people in our lives that we will give hours upon hours of our time. No edifying whatsoever. No encouragement. No depth. And then we run to God looking for God to fill in the gaps. That's blockage. That is blockage. It's time to rearrange, reprogram, let some people go, let some things go. Some things is just out of season. Some things are just out of season. You used to do that, can't do that no more. You used to watch that, can't watch that no more. You used to listen to that, can't listen to that anymore. You used to go there, can't do that anymore. Because it's blocking you. It's blocking you from receiving what it is that God is trying to give you. You're still praying about that thing. Okay, what have you done differently? How have you positioned yourself differently for God to give you that thing? For God to answer that prayer? It's time to clear the blockage. If you're really ready for a move of God in your life, I'm not talking about the world. I'm talking about your life. If you really say, I'm ready to hear from God. I'm ready for God to move some things in my life. I got mountains I need God to move. This is a you move, he move, not the other way around. God doesn't move and then you move. God is looking for you to move by faith. He will match your faith. He will do more than that, but he will match you if you trust him enough to clear the blockage. Well, that's just how we used to do it. I've known them so long, or I've just done it this way for so long. It's blockage. It's complacency. I mean, it's time that we own what we have going on. Own the fact that I have not given God enough time. I have not been in my word long enough. I have not studied long enough. His word says, study to show yourself approved. Well, I'm praying every day. You praying those same prayers every day. God don't want that. He wants the purity from your heart. He wants to know, how far are you willing to go? Are you willing to let that person go? Are you willing to turn your back on them and never talk to them again? Are you willing to turn that off and never turn it back on again? Are you willing to stop listening to that type of music? Are you willing to stop gossiping? Are you willing to stop listening to the gossip? It's still gossip if you're listening. Blockage. He said, eyes to see and ears to hear. You know, that gets clouded by the things that we consume. We're visually consuming and we're consuming audibly. Those things begin to wear down our spirit. Now imagine this. Meditate. Okay, he said meditate on his word day and night, right? So if you're listening to his word, or you're listening to an instrumental, you're listening to some type of worship music, you're listening, you're in a position to hear from God. If you get rid of your normal things and the people that is just wasting your time. We don't have time anymore. You don't have time anymore. If you really want to see God move, if you really want to hear from God, the time is now. Clear the blockage, family. Clear the blockage. God is ready to move. God is ready to speak. God is ready to do all that he promised you that he would do. Now he's ready, and you're looking like, well, God, I'm ready. He's ready for you to make a move. Make a change. Do that by faith and see what he does. I dare you. Do that by faith and see what God says. See what he does in your life. So I encourage you, take a look at your life. Take a look at your day-to-day activity. Take a look at what you're doing on a regular basis, who you're talking to on a regular basis. What are you feeding your mind? What are you feeding your body? What are you feeding your soul, your spirit? And clear the blockage. And until next episode, listen, I love y'all with the love of the Lord, okay?